I'm very happy to announce yet another success story of a procedural fairness letter case, and this time it was about a common law application. Okay, so the typical mistake of a common law application is that a boy and a girl are living together without being married. Obviously, one of them become a permanent resident, and then when the person becomes the permanent resident, the person forgets to add the partner as a common law partner, because that's the lack of understanding for the majority of the people are, right? So when the other partner is now trying to get a sponsorship through the sponsor, the IRCC comes back saying that, well, you did not declare him or her as a member of the family class, and therefore that person will never now be considered as a member of the family class, right? So this is a typical nature of these kind of cases. Now, one of the additional steps that case processing center Mississauga is taking these days is that before they are sharing a procedural fairness letter, they are sharing what is called a request letter, and through that request letter they're trying to ask all sorts of details about the relationship. Okay, how long you guys have been staying together, do you guys own any property together, have you guys went on a vacation together, all this sort of personal stuff. The majority of the times people think that, well, they are questioning on the genuineness of the relationship, and then they disclose so much more which they shouldn't have otherwise, and that led to the procedural fairness letter. This case was not an exception as well. My client had divulged way more information than he should have. A serious procedural fairness letter was given. We had no other option, practical option, but to invoke section 25 of the act, which is a humanitarian compassionate grounds. We proved that on the balance of probabilities, the applicant was not a member of the family class when the sponsor became a permanent resident. And fortunately enough, Case Processing Center Mississauga approved that application specifically on the humanitarian and compassionate grounds. So this is a classic example of the fact that if you are able to provide a holistic and a detailed response to the procedural fairness letter, if you are able to cite relevant case laws, and if you are able to display all the facts and the figures correctly, IRCC is considered enough. Another important aspect of this is the decision making time. We got the decision that application was approved in 25th day of the PFL response submission, which is fantastic. This also tells me that IRCC is probably now seriously prioritizing the in Canada applications. Okay, so if you need our professional assistance with any of the similar aspects, such as a procedural fairness letter, more than welcome to hop into our website, nuvonation.ca, book our relevant session, and we can discuss in detail. Hope this helps. Bye now.